microphone now. I don't know if anybody can hear me yet. Let me know if there's any sound. I need to try and... Is there any sound? Any sound? I'm just going to get my tripod. No, it doesn't matter. Well, that was a bit of palaver. Take 4. So if anybody's watching this as a non-live event, this is about the 4th time I've tried to make this work now, and it's been a bit of a disaster. So, welcome to live chat. Better. Hello. Hiya. Okay, so it looks like we have some sound now. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened there. I thought I was all prepared to go live, but obviously not. So I'm just in my office at the moment. We have sound, people. Yeah, I'm on my Note 9. This is probably not as good an angle today because I was trying to do the computer camera before, and you couldn't see that I haven't shaved for like a week. Which is really embarrassing. Hola, Hannah. Hello, elephant in the room. You have been to Southern California? No, I've never been to Southern California. Actually, my kids are desperate for me to take them there because, well, it's just on the TV so much. It's such a cool place, apparently. So we've only ever been to Florida, New York. I went to Raleigh in North Carolina a long time ago. But yeah, I never went to South California, which I would love to go to. Although probably not a good time to go at the moment because apparently it's in lockdown as well, I think. I think it's just like Spain. Yeah, people say that actually. Has the cat disappeared in embarrassment? Yeah, come here, Rock. Say hello. She doesn't like the camera very much, unfortunately. She doesn't look very impressed, does she? Oh dear. I can't hear you. See my mic out the window after 4 million notifications. Craig cannot hear me. Okay, really? Hello, Racing Web. Can't hear you. Hello, Racing the Web. Yeah. So anyway, what I was trying to say earlier on the video chat that didn't really work at all was just that we are now. We've been 3 weeks in lockdown in Spain, and they've just said that. Yeah, the cat's a bit grumpy. Yeah, so we've been 3 weeks in lockdown in Spain, and they've just said that we're going to be locked up for another 3 weeks, which is getting boring, very boring. So, I mean, I'm in my office at the moment. Yeah, it's bad in Italy. So I think in Spain it sounds like we're boasting, but we've just surpassed, I think, Italy in terms of the number of infections, I think it is. Maybe not number of deaths, but certainly number of infections. So not something to boast about, definitely, but yeah, quite scary times. But it's getting very boring. My kids are getting bored now, and we ordered a takeaway, an Indian takeaway last night, or delivery, and it took 3 hours to get to us because they only opened like 2 or 3 days ago. So it was like everybody was ordering a takeaway, which was nuts. And so they apologized and gave me a free bottle of wine, even though I'm not drinking anything at the moment because I'm trying to be as healthy as possible, considering that if I start going down the rocky road of eating and drinking things I shouldn't be. So yeah, the US is really bad. There was a really interesting, I just saw the comment that USA is like 275,000, but I saw this thing about the US and the number of unemployment. There was like a graph that was being shown on social media, and it showed like the number of unemployed was just, like they say with the years. And then like over the last few days or last week or so, it just went absolutely crazy. So yeah, it's really, really mad. So yeah, lockdown in the UK, it doesn't seem as strict as it is here in Spain. So here in Spain, we're not really allowed out. We sort of have to stay in. We can't even go for a walk unless you've got a dog. You can walk your dog, but I don't have a dog. I have a cat. I have 2 cats, one here in the office and one at home. But I'm not allowed to walk. I don't think I can walk the cat. I don't think the cat would like it if I took her for a walk anyway. So yeah, it's a bit odd. It's all very strange. There was a lot of police yesterday stopping cars. A lot of Guardia Civil, which is like the civil guard here. So yes, a lot of people stopping cars, and but yeah, and it doesn't really get any easier being locked in. You do start getting used to certain things now. Like they're saying here, for example, that they think that everyone is going to have to wear a mask at some point. 3 weeks, you could practice your filming and editing with all your spare time. Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, I could do. The people are flouting in the UK. Yeah, the weather apparently the weather here is horrific. I shall share that with you actually. Yeah. Let me show you. Northern Ireland allowed out for exercise, and if you're an essential worker, yeah, here we're not even allowed out for exercise. So, excuse the close-up of my face. That's awful. So you can see the grey skies. It's not very pleasant. The noise is just the aircon unit, because I've got the heat on in here because it's actually cold. People think in April, Spain, sunny, warm. No, it's not sunny, warm or anything. It's just a bit cold at the moment, and it often is around this time of year. It often sort of goes a bit funny, which is sort of what we're finding at the moment. So Spain looks sick, yeah. And Northern Ireland allowed out for exercise and food. Yeah, so we're allowed to go to the supermarket, but I found out the other day that I'm not allowed to go to a supermarket further than the one that's the most closest to me. So I like to go, there's an English supermarket, which is not far, but I have to go past two or three other supermarkets to get there. And I like to get my English goodies from there, and they do really, obviously, English sausages and English bacon. So I like to go out to that supermarket and get it, and it's a bit like a daredevil drive, because you know that if you're going to be driving around going that far, you're probably going to be stopped. So I haven't actually, since the first day. I got stopped on the first day and I haven't been stopped again. So yeah, let's see what happens. Anyway, this live stuff is weird. I feel like I end up talking to myself, talking a load of rubbish, which is what I normally do anyway. I just talk a load of rubbish anyway. I've driven my car just once in 2 weeks and realised how much I missed it. I know. So I've actually, I mean, I am driving every day, but I'm using my Fiat Punto. So because it's more indiscreet and unlikely to be stopped. And I took the M4 out the other day to go to the supermarket. And I went to a supermarket a bit further away. And it just felt amazing. I'd forgotten how much I missed driving a car with a bit of power. You know? So it was really good. Elephant in the room is perfect. I remember going to California as a kid, and I used to feel like it was an exotic place in Spain or Europe. Yeah, I mean, Spain is nice. I mean, we've been here since 2004, so it's a lot of years, 16 years. And well, it's like home now. You know, a friend of mine was emailing me the other day saying, "Oh, are you going to come back to England because things are really bad in Spain?" I said, well, "This is my home. Actually, I've been here for so long now. I don't really see any reason to leave. Certainly, no virus is going to get rid of me." We are sort of around this area where I live. It's very quiet anyway, and it gets very busy in the summer. But now it's very quiet. And we haven't really had many cases around here of the virus and stuff, so we do a lot of social distancing just because we do a lot of social distancing anyway. How's your business going? Is it suffering? Everyone seems to be affected. So if you didn't know, my business is in the UK. And how's business, Tessa? So my business is in the UK. We have a digital marketing business. And I used to go over once a month, and obviously I haven't been over for, well, I can't remember the last time we went over a month ago. So yeah, we have been affected. Obviously, all businesses are hit one way or another. So obviously we depend on our clients doing well. Spell correct. Okay. So you know, in a marketing company, you always, when business is tough, the first thing businesses do is cut their marketing spend. It's a very easy thing to do to save some money. So we've had quite a few clients, either they've stopped because they just don't have any cash and they've had to stop, or others where they're just cutting down their costs just to try and get through the next 2 or 3 months. And for us, it's just been a bit of a change of focus for a lot of our clients. We're very predominantly focused on search engine optimization. I won't bore everyone with the details of what we actually do. There's somebody at the door. This is really bad timing. It's probably an Amazon delivery or something. Um, shall I just double check? Because, sorry, this is a very impromptu live. Oh no, it's not. It's not. It's okay. It's not for me. It's just sometimes that when people want to come into the building and they sort of buzz every bloody door. So that's what they've been doing. Anyway, so I'm in my office. I don't know, it's a bit untidy at the moment, but I can share with you my setup. So I've got a couple of screens and a cat. So she comes with the office. So if I ever sell the office, you get a cat with it. And yeah, I mean, I've got 2 screens now, but I really think I want 3 screens. And I've got this desktop riser thing here, which really helps because I spend so many hours sitting down that sometimes it's nice to actually stand up. So that just raises everything up, which is really good. So you got the cat. Now the cat is my biggest problem because oh, there's someone at the door. This is really bad timing. I think it's a bike that I ordered. I think I ordered an exercise bike. Let me see. Sorry, excuse me. Hola.
¿Qué tal, Justin?
Sí, está con la bici, ¿no? Sí, si me lo deja aquí. It is, it's a bike. ¿Tengo que firmar?
El DNI.
X497 4116 cada kilo. Muchas gracias. Venga, hasta luego. Oh, I ordered an exercise bike. You can't see it. It's all wrapped up. Really hard because we're not getting out. So unlike in the UK, for example, do you know any Patterson? Last name in England? Patterson. Yeah, rings a bell. I see Patterson. Not sure. So we don't get any exercise, and because we're not allowed out. I know in the UK we're allowed to go for a walk or do some exercise, but here in Spain we're not. We can't actually leave to do any exercise at all, so we have to stay home. And so I've been trying for 3 weeks to get an exercise bike or to get a treadmill. They're all sold out. So if you need a treadmill or a bike, you better order one fast if you've still got availability wherever you are. But here in Spain, there's no availability at all. They're all sold out. Is Victoria still walking around with a table tie? So yeah, that was funny. I saw that on Instagram. So yeah, I'm keeping my distance from everybody, by the way. So anyway, I was just showing you around my office. I've got a cool 007 poster picture thing up there. Now, my cat unfortunately messes everything up because my cat, Roxy, say hi, Roxy, because she needs so many things to keep her entertained. We can walk around in the USA as long as not in a big group. Yeah, it's unfortunate we can't get out here, it really is. So every time I get a box, she has the box. So she has a box for her, and then she has a bed, and this really long box which she really likes. So she's messing up my office all the time. Hair clippers have all sold out now. Oh really? Luckily I bought some before the lockdown. So you've got the accent. Oh, thanks, Mark. And then there's another bed for Roxy here. Like she's got so many places where she can sleep. So it's more like her office than mine. And there's a TV, obviously. There has to be a TV in the office. And I've got a couple of toys. So this one, actually, this Bond car. This is an original Corgi one. Well, not original. This one I bought. I think I bought it about 25, 30 years ago. God, I'm really showing my age now. And apparently I thought it was going to be worth a lot of money. When I checked recently, it's worth about 100 quid. So it's not a lot, but I never use it. But the box is dying a bit, and my ultimate dream car is always here permanently. I do have some more. The problem is that I moved office again. This is my apartment. I've had this one since we moved to Spain, so I was working somewhere else for a while, and then I moved back in here into my office, and I've sort of not quite unpacked everything yet, so it's still a bit untidy. I've got some sofas here for lounging, and so it's quite a nice place to work. I'm generally here on my own, so let me just show you. This is something I've done recently. No new movies, no cinema for the whole summer. First time it's ever happened. Oh wow. Yeah, I know. Well, that's why we're all going crazy. So here we've got like a filming setup. Don't know if you can see it in this room. So just because I was doing a video for our company the other day, and I was just trying to stand here and do a video, just talking about what was going on in the market and stuff. And we'd be doing some more videos for our business. So that's what that is there. And here we just have another desk and loads of boxes that all need emptying and stuff. And there's another room over there with a table and more boxes. But anyway, so there's a little tour of my office. And anyway, I think I've probably bored you all enough. So I'll probably sign off now. Yeah, so I know everyone's bored at home, so I can't get this there. I'll put that on my desk. You don't want to work at home. Yeah, so I can work at home. I can work at home quite easily, but I have to come to the office because of Roxy, the cat that's here. If you missed the video at the beginning, you would have seen her. So because of Roxy, I have to come to the office because she's completely incompatible with Maria, the other cat that I've got at home. So I have to come to the office for her, really. Can I see a view of Spain before you go? I did show outside earlier. Unfortunately, the weather is really bad. I mean, really bad. It's really windy, it's cold, and it's wet. It's been raining most of the day. Oh my God, my face. It's been raining most of the day. So I live in a village called Manilva. Well, actually, I don't live here anymore. I used to live here. So the noise is the aircon in the background. It's got the heating on. And down there, you probably can't see, that's the sea, the beach is down there. And then up there, we've got some really nice mountains. We've got really nice mountains for driving. So this is a really good place to live because if you like the beach and you like driving, everything is here. So yeah, I mean, it's on a sunny day, it's very nice. It's a really nice place to live. And what I'll do one day is when I can actually venture out again, I'll take you around the village and I'll show you around the village and show you where I live. But unfortunately it won't happen for a few days because I can't get out, but I will do it as soon as I can. Well, there you go. There's a bit about update from Spain, an update about my office. Will you sell vehicles if your income slips? Yeah, good point, Mark. Yeah, that has obviously crossed my mind, and yes, I will have to. So someone asked me just now if I've still got the RS, and no, I sold the RS quite a few months ago. But watch this space. That's what I'm going to say. So yeah, I mean, obviously business is tough. We're managing it at the moment. The government in the UK is doing some help as well with employees, where you can do this furlough thing so that they can get most of their salary paid, but they don't have to work. So you can manage some of the cash flow issues, which is quite important at the moment. But yeah, it's, you know, you never know what life's going to bring, and so you just got to go with the flow and see. But yeah, there is a potential that some things might have to go if income really suffers. So thank you, Brett. I've enjoyed your videos for quite a while. Can I keep the comments coming up? They sort of go away. Oh. Yeah, I started watching Farah's content, but keep watching for the friendliness. Oh, thanks, Jim. Yeah, thanks everyone. Everyone's very kind. They always say nice things. Is the Bitcoin still good? So I actually sold all of my Bitcoin a few months back, and I was quite happy with my profit. And then it shot up even more, and I was like, damn, I sold a bit too early. And then obviously it all plummeted again, and now it looks like it's sort of creeping up again. I haven't ventured back into Bitcoin, so I did mention in one of my videos that I was doing some investing. So I was really lucky because I cashed out most of my shares about a month before the whole coronavirus thing kicked in. And so I was very lucky because I cashed out at a time when the market was very strong, and then obviously it all collapsed. And then so I've been monitoring it over the past sort of few days as well, just going, I don't know whether to jump back in now. I think it's a really good time to jump back in, but I don't know at the moment because the US is the bit that the US stocks are the ones I sort of follow a lot closer, and they are with what's happening in the US, God knows what's going to happen, and it's really unpredictable. So I don't know. But anyway, there you go. So that's me 20 minutes of rambling on. Delta, Boeing, Airbus, Carnival, and Royal Caribbean are good investments. Oh, okay, thank you, Relay. Yeah, and what would you invest in now to wait to invest in? So I did really well with Tesla. Now, the irony of that is that I don't really like electric cars because they don't make any noise. And obviously I have a lot of respect for what Tesla have done and the amazing success that they've had with their cars. But I can't bring myself to think about buying an electric car yet. Until I have to buy an electric car, it won't be happening. And but I understood that the market was going that way. I could see it. So I put quite a bit of money into Tesla, and obviously I've made loads of money with Tesla. But then it all crashed. Obviously, with the whole stock market crashed. So I did really, really well with Tesla. I was looking at Tesla again the other day, and I thought, is now a good time to jump back in with Tesla? Because, you know, it's taken such a hammering. It's got to go back up. They're still doing really well. Massive respect to Elon Musk with all the stuff he does. He's on Twitter all the time, and he's doing some amazing things. And the updates they do to their cars all the time, keeping it fresh, is amazing. And so I really like what they're doing. And so I think there's a lot of potential there. What would you invest in now to wait? So I bought my RS in 2017, still low. I'm thinking of buying a Lotus Exige 350S. My friend has one. My friend has a Lotus Exige 350S, and it's amazing. So yes, I was looking at one as well. But then I'm always looking at cars. I spend half my day looking at cars on classified sites. So yeah, what a car! I mean, just any Lotus since the Elise. I remember driving an Elise around a racetrack a few years back, and it was amazing. So much fun. Not a lot of power, but wow, so much fun. Really, really enjoyed it. And so I keep looking at Lotuses, but actually they're not as cheap here in Spain as I would hope they were. I don't know in the UK. I haven't seen price in the UK. So, but I do look in Germany, and in Germany there are some good deals. But here in Spain, you don't get a lot of deals, unfortunately, because there's so few cars, so they command quite good prices. Good as in high. I saw a black F430 Spider 2 months ago, so low to the ground it comes up to your hip. And I'm looking at 4C. Yeah, 4C, lovely. I mean, just brilliant car. Love the 4C. The 430, I haven't driven it for about a month, and I really miss it. And I was going to do a quick video with it tomorrow to show you some of the little things with it, which I thought could be quite interesting. So there's lots of little things that when I first got it, and in fact when I got my 360, that I thought were quite weird, interesting, cute, cuddly. So I thought I'd share some of those points that I didn't know that these things, these little intricacies of these Ferraris, what they are. And actually I had an email the other day, well actually it was a comment on one of my videos, which was from somebody who's actually bought my 360. And I was really chuffed to see that, because I thought, oh, it sounds like it's gone to a really nice home, which is really nice, because obviously it was my first F car, and I was really, really, in love with it. And so I'm glad it seems to have gone to a good home and somebody who's really, really enjoying it. F8 Evoluto is kind of ugly. Yeah, some of these later Ferraris, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% convinced of them. I still, for me, if I had a bit more money and the world wasn't collapsing, definitely a 458. For me, the 458 is the one that I would definitely really want to have. I think that was. Don't get me wrong. I think the 430 is an amazingly usable car, which you can use a lot every day. But the 458 is just that next level of. It's a lot more power, comfort-wise, and just general performance, handling. And when I drove a 458, it was like, okay, the last of the naturally aspirated. And I think those are going to come on some good value in the future because of that non-turbocharged last of a generation. But that might have to wait a long time, though. We shall see. Would you ever consider buying McLaren? Yeah, styling is dedicated by new reputation, not as much freedom to style the design more. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. McLarens, yes, dictated. So McLarens, I actually really like McLarens, but I'm not sure I could buy one. I don't know what it is. I think if I had the option of buying something, it would have to be Italian, but only because maybe of my age. I'm a young 46, and when I was growing up, I had loads of pictures of Lamborghinis and Maserati, Lamborghinis, Maseratis, and Ferraris, and those are the ones really that I just love so much. And those were always the dream cars. That was what gave me a lot of drive in my life to do well. So. Oh, it's still crazy lockdown in Madrid. You have so much stricter stay-home rules there. We certainly do. Yes, very, very strict. And it looks like it's going to get stricter, by the way. So it doesn't look like it's going to ease at any time. Sorry, there was a comment that came up, but I can't seem to get the comments back. I don't know how that. Oh, here we go. So I've got my own. So Misha said, hello, I own my own modified 2013 Focus. Where does this keep going down? With a pneumatic suspension. Wow. And I'm thinking about next car to upgrade to Focus ST. I like. Yeah, so the Focus ST, the new one, I haven't driven it. I'm really keen to drive it. So all the reviews have been really, really positive. So yes, I think I'm just getting a bit. I find myself lusting over less new cars at the moment. I find the new cars, they're just more power, and they're just, I don't know, they're not exciting enough. I don't think that maybe there's just too many of them or something. So yeah, I'm finding with the newer cars, I don't know. I look on websites and I think, I don't know. There's nothing really that really appeals to me at the moment. So I did mention that, if the Ford RS, the Focus RS Mark IV comes out one day, that'll probably be worth investigating, because every time Ford brings out an RS, it's amazing. And so I can only imagine that's going to be very, very cool. And I've always been a Ford person. I love Fords. I love fast Fords. I am trawling the classifieds at the moment for fast Fords. Have you driven a 4C? No, I wish I had. I would love. They sound really nice though. Saw one recently. Yeah, the Ferrari Roma looks like Aston Martin. I know. I can't decide what to make of the Ferrari Roma, because it's a very beautiful looking car. But have they just made it to Aston Martin like? No, wouldn't you just then buy an Aston Martin? So I love Aston Martins. 12-cylinder Ferrari. So I just started watching a new channel. Well, actually, it's not new. It's been going for a few months. I only just came across it. Called Tyrrell's Classic Workshop. I think he's a friend of Harry Metcalf from Harry's Garage. And I love his videos. If you haven't watched Tyrrell's Classic Workshop, I think it's called Tyrrell's Classic Workshop. If you haven't watched his videos, you need to watch them. They're just brilliant. The guy is amazing. His knowledge, his background, everything. And he's got these old cars. And anyway, he was driving a 12-cylinder Ferrari Daytona. And the sound that car made just sends shivers down your spine. It is absolutely amazing. And I thought, oh my God, we need a 12-cylinder Ferrari. We need more money, that's what we need. Mark IV won't come to the US, but what's that say? But love my 17 Mark III. I loved my Mark III. You know any Pattersons in England? Pattersons? I don't know. Do I know any Pattersons? It rings a bell, but I can't think of any. Yeah, I agree, Craig. A lot of new cars of that character, definitely. So I live in the US. We don't get the new Focus. Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that. I thought they were all world cars these days. So let me just play. Oh, there we go. I thought all Ford cars were world cars, and I thought they were available for all markets. So it's strange that they haven't. But excuse me, Wayne. I was actually going to sign off a minute ago, and then I just got some message. Just a quick pop in and out. Hello from Ireland. Enjoying your videos. I hope you're safe and well. Thanks, John. Yes, we're all well. Just bored. Have you watched Project Binky? No. What is that, Craig? I have absolutely no idea what Project Binky is. I'm trying not to watch too much TV. Nice, I believe 27 is technically Mark 3.5. Excuse me. Oh, sorry, I just missed a comment there. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I'm trying not to watch too much TV at the moment. I'm trying to just do other stuff. My drawers are all looking amazing. I've tidied up every single drawer in the house. Engineering projects with four-wheel drive Classic Mini. Oh, right, really? No, I haven't seen that. I'll have a look at it. Thanks, Craig. So need N95 mask. What's an N95 mask? All right, thanks 46R3PR. Thanks for popping in, saying hello. Right, I better sign off because my cat is lacking attention, and you know it's all about her at the end of the day. So we shall say goodbye, and hopefully I'll try not to. My plan at the moment is I thought what I'd do is just do some quick sort of videos where like it's like a one shot, and I can just for the coronavirus. Yeah, we can't get masks in Spain. They just aren't any available, so it's really hard. But anyway. Rocks, shall we say goodbye? Yeah, I'll do some quick videos. I thought I'd just do like one take videos, and yeah, if anybody wants to watch them, they're there. If you're really bored and you want to watch something, then you watch it. But yeah, well, thank you for watching anyway, and I'll see you very soon. So thank you. Take care, and speak to you soon. Bye. Now, how do I switch this off? I don't know how to switch this off. Here we go. Cancel.